Well, hey there guys, I am currently about to go with my friend Mickey to go and look at a KDX. Say hi, Mickey.
Hi. How are you?
Cool. Mickey's a very awesome guy. He basically gets parts for bikes. He helps people import parts, and he's a big bike enthusiast. If you saw that KTM from last week's episode, it's Mickey's. Anyway, he's the guy to talk to if you ever want to get parts and bikes in and around the Guangdong area. So we're on our way to a place, what's it called? Qingxi, which is somewhere between Huizhou and Dongguan. And yeah, this is it. It's wonderful. You don't see the road. I'm going to be riding back through all of this on a dirt bike. Actually, a dirt bike will be good for these roads, eh? Yeah, very good for this road, a dirt bike. Yeah, these roads are pretty bad. Alright guys, words cannot describe what I've just been through and what I am currently going through. I bought this piece of turd KDX. It's in such a bad shape. I just cannot explain to you just how bad a shape it's in. But it's a project. Anyway, I've been riding for more than an hour in torrential rains on these disgusting truck roads. I don't know how I'm going to make it back. There's no lights. It's dark. My GoPro doesn't have its waterproof case, so I've had to put electrical tape all over it in order to actually get somewhere. Basically, the bike is in terrible shape. Power band barely kicks in, only sometimes. The roads are absolutely awful out here. I'm just not having a good time. At least this bike is good for these shit roads. Yeah, like there are lots of cars stuck. Look how his wheel broke. Look at that. It's completely diagonal. An off-road bike for these roads.
Okay, it may not be very apparent, but the reason I'm freaking out here is that massive truck is coming at me head-on at speed.
Son of a fiend. What the? This is fucking terrible. What's this guy doing? What the fuck? Come on, Jesus! This is like absolutely terrifying. You have no fucking idea. These roads are shit, everything's wet, the bike barely works. I'm completely soaked. I bought this piece of shit cheap raincoat which doesn't do shit. I'm all completely soaked through. But at least I have my senses about me. I can kind of trick the power band into kicking in if I play with the clutch. It's not ideal. Whoa, shit. Oh, Jesus. If I make it through this bike and I are gonna have a bond, I tell you what. Almost died together. Shit! What the hell? No power band, I hate it. It's got a little bit of oomph though. Whoa, shit. Shit a brick. Brakes aren't too good either. The lovely sound of a choking out two-stroke. I am gonna fix this thing. I don't know, like, if I've spoken about it much, but I used to really enjoy off-roading when I was young. I mean, I'm not gonna ever say I was good at it. I was never like a, what could you say, like a competitive, rider. But where I lived in South Africa, there was a lot of open space, and I always had like old shit dirt bikes, which I used to ride around. And I just love getting out there in the bush, you know, exploring, going through like rivers and, you know, like that kind of thing. And that's the reason I bought this bike, is, well, because I miss that. I did a little bit of off-roading in China before, remember? I had that XTR, that Galaxy. But you know, that fell by the wayside because, well, for various reasons. Number one, I just wasn't in the place financially to be going out and doing off-roading often enough. So I used to sit around basically gathering dust, and it had a problem with its front forks, which was very costly to fix. Would have cost me about 2,000 RMB to fix. At the time, it was money I didn't have. And on top of that, the guys that I started riding with were riding often, and they got really good, and I stayed a novice. Look at this freaking river. So I couldn't keep up with them anymore. You know, if I was on any other bike, I think this would have really been fairly impossible. Although I reckon our Moriartys could handle this. They're so bloody tough, those things. Oh, I think I've got to turn left here, but who knows? Need to find shelter. What is that place? Or whatever it is, I need to find a little bit of shelter. Here's a little wash car place or whatever. It's as good a place as any, I suppose. Oh, I'm not enjoying this. Fuck, I have to get off the bike. So another problem is that at least it's a real Kawasaki, and it is a KDX 200 engine. It's just in such a shape. It's never ever been looked after, ever. Where am I? Fuck off, make a U-turn. Hello? Come on, you piece of shit, don't fuck me around. Where am I? Let's go back, shall we? Ah! Don't fucking do this to me now. Come on, Google Maps. It says turn left. Okay, so I'm there. Huh. It says turn left. Let me try it. I can't keep stopping. I have to kind of get an idea of where I'm going. So on that G205, I should be able to ride that all the way till I get to the S358, and then I turn right. Okay. Let's hope this is the correct way. I need to stop at a petrol station. Next one I see, I'm going to run out of petrol. Is this thing even recording? Yeah, it is good. It's quite a chronicle. I want to save this for posterity. And besides, I am out here on my own, all alone in the middle of fucking nowhere. And if anything happens to me, hopefully this will be a record so that everybody knows what happened. Although I'm not going to jinx myself with that shit. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I tell you what, this is such a turd bike. I'm gonna have to tear the whole thing down like completely. I don't have time for that. You know, Churchill's become a real business now. It's not like a let's mess around in the shop thing anymore. Although there's a fair amount of messing about going on. But, you know, I can't use Churchill time to fix this. I'm going to have to use my own time. So, lunch breaks and shit. But I'll have her in tip-top condition eventually. Hopefully. She's an old bike. She's like a 92 model. If that. I mean, bits of it show me that it's a 92, but you know how China is. Could only have a few 92 bits on it. Great, no lights. This is fairly dangerous. Stick to the side of the road, maybe. Whoa, the side of the road sucks. Probably a good thing the power band isn't working properly, because you simply do not want to be traveling fast. Whoa, look at this fucking drunk ass guy. What the hell's going on there? Wow, it's fucking weird. Well, apparently there are 200,000 road deaths a year in China, which surprises me there are not more. Whoa, what the hell, dude? Come on, just don't drive into me, okay? Here we have a service station. I can't pass this up. I have to get petrol. That does mean turning this fucker off, which is not something I really want to do. Yeah. Hot. Well, that was easy enough. Hot, 九儿，不用太多，不用太多。差不多这样嘛，差不多。但是我要放一点油，这是二葱的。等一下，我看一下，多一点。多一点点。好，可以了，谢谢。Came prepared, thank goodness. Ah, boom. Ah. Damn. Getting money out of my pockets proving to be a real hazard. I think I dropped 50 kwai somewhere back there. Great. Story of my life. Okay, Lama. Anyway. Supposed to do 40 to 1. That's 3.2 liters, so what is that? Who the fuck knows? I'm just going to add. It's probably fine. Dab more. Rather rich than lean, I say. This thing is such a turd. What have I gone and bought? Please start, you bugger. I really need you to start for me right now. I'm just going to ride you all the way back. This thing does have a lot of trouble starting. Starter gear is damaged. And, well, I don't even want to get started. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it because it's way too much, basically. Anyway, we're back on the road, are we? Who reverses onto the street? Chinese people do, that's who. In Chinese they say luo tang ji, which is like a soaked soup chicken, basically. You know, like when you cook chicken in a soup, that's what you look like after you ride through this kind of weather. Look like a freaking luo tang ji. Come on, you piece of shit. Slow ass truck, gotta get past this thing. It's too dangerous though. Sanman lit. I have my wits about me. I have good eyesight, and so I'll be okay. I really just need to try to figure out exactly where I am. Okay, so that's out of power, evidently. God, there's nothing I can do about this. Horror Delivery Service. HDS. Ah, get back in my pocket, you goddamn phone. I'm actually just at wit's end here. Basically, I have to go all the way down to the end of this road, turn right. Continue on this fucked up road. This piece of shit road. And there's nothing to be done about it. Ah, okay, that's it. Fuck you, phone. I'll put you in my bag. Might be better that way. Easier access. Let's see. Nice hat. Could someone please just say a prayer for me so I can actually just get my fucking bag open? All right. Running a bit rich, eh? Ah, son of a bitch. Is anyone not turning down this fucking street, eh? Ah, that car doesn't see me. Fuck, gotta be careful. And why is there a car coming straight at me? Alright. Problem with me not having lights on, so I've got to understand that most Chinese people have fairly poor eyesight. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or discriminatory, but it's just a fact. When you live and work in China, you'll notice that I'd say the majority of Chinese people wear glasses, and it's genetic. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of them tell me it's because they have to study a lot when they're children, and that their eyes are close to the paper. So that's their excuse. I don't buy it, but that's what they say. That's their reasoning behind it. So basically, I think there's a lot of night blindness around here as well. So I cannot expect that they're going to see me at all. That would be a foolish assumption. I mean, I have very good vision. I'm just lucky with that, Okay, I gotta turn right here, I believe. I hope. Is there some kind of sign? Oh. Well, yeah, there is a sign, but it's not what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just make sure. I don't want to be like 50 k's down the wrong fucking place, you know what I mean? Hey there, cutie pie. You look awful. Oh, shut up. I'm not gonna fucking steal your truck tire. I'm not that desperate. In fact, there's Nobody could pay me enough to steal your freaking truck tire. Do you think I want that turd? Fuck off. Yeah, 14 kilometers to 254. I'm sure by now you've noticed that I don't give a shit, right? Have you? Well, goodbye. Whether you noticed or not. That looks familiar. Just wondering if I can't find another way, because this way over here is just so shit. It's like unlit and everything, you know? Guess not. But if I come across a BP service station, then I know I'm on the right track. Okay, so since I have very little else to do, let me list the problems with this bike that I know are a problem so far. Number 1. What's this all about? Okay, number 1. Radiator has a leak. It's most probably more like a water pump or something, not the actual radiator. Number 2, power band does not kick in because the reed valves and all that shit are out of whack and probably just shit and need to be replaced. Number 3, the starter gear doesn't work. Number 4, the lights don't work, which is painfully obvious to me right now. Not a single one of them, which sucks. What else? Looks like the front forks have been bent and fucked with. Probably need to replace them. Rear suspension actually feels good. The ignition has been broken. That's not a big deal. Don't want an ignition anyway. Off the top of my head, that's it. It's a fairly big list. Oh yeah, the expansion box is horribly dented and fucked up, which is never good, so yeah, obviously want a new one. And the plastics are all melted and shit. Let's see what this sign says up there. Straightforward, says Huiyang. Almost got a little bit of power band there. Yay. There's that Kawasaki power. Ah, it's too fast for these conditions. You know, that's another thing that is a really big issue. These knobbly tires on slick surfaces. Deadly stuff. Certainly don't try to take any corners. You know, in the dirt you can go do what you want, but on the roads like this, knobbly tires, nightmare. Ah, yeah, that's why I bought this bike. Just gotta get it working properly. Beautiful. I mean, that's like half the power of what it could have, you know? Proper engine overhaul, replace all the shit. I gotta watch out with this. You know, if for some reason, which I highly doubt it, but let's just say for some reason the real power band actually kicks in while I'm fucking around with the clutch, I could actually wheelie, and that's the last thing I want to do, you know, on a road like this. Ah, that feels awesome. Ah, it's choking out. I forget, these are 6-speed, aren't they? Nice. 6 gears, yeah. Can't see shit. The rain is hitting my face like BB gun bullets. Not gonna lie though, I am having a little bit of fun. I hit that power band. That's what this is all about. Oh, I think I've got to turn right here and go along this piece of shit road, don't I? Maybe go directly straight. Let's find out. I guess I'm overheating, eh?
What's your trajectory here? What's going on, man? Where are you at?
Still got a way to go. Fuck. I need you to come back to the shop, Sea Milk. When I get there, it's probably within half an hour or... yeah, I'd say I'd be there in about half an hour, 45 minutes. Everything of mine's there, dude. My keys, my fucking laptop, all my expensive shit's lying on the backseat of my car. I need you to meet me there, dude. Anyway, I can't stop. I got like 10% left on my battery. And, you know, things are fucked. And it's really difficult. Anyway, I gotta keep moving. Aha! Finally. Yeah, dude, I'm on the right track. I'm still going to be about 25 minutes. I'm having an overheating problem. I'm just stopping to sort it out. Fucking hell. But I'm on that, like, that last stretch, you know, that really pitch black road that goes from Dan Shui. And yeah, I got no lights. This is really shitty. And I'm overheating. So yeah, anyway, about 25 minutes I'll be there. Maybe less. Okay, it's going to be fucking hazardous and stupid, but I do have this lovely glove, so... Absolutely no pressure at all. Okay, let's try. Why would that still be on? Ah, fuck off. I put oil in there. Obviously not overheating. Something to do with oil lubrication, but I mean what? Alright guys, now it's difficult for me to explain just how terrifying this part of the trip was. This section of road is completely unlit, as you can see, and I couldn't even see the white stripes on the road in some sections. I just had to kind of guess. Now I do know the road fairly well, so I knew more or less what to look out for, but in these conditions it was really incredibly hazardous, very stupid.
you know, I was not expecting to ride at night, otherwise I wouldn't have undergone this little endeavor. It just took too long to get to the bike itself, and then the heavens opened up, and you know, it was just circumstance. I would never have attempted to ride this thing back at night at all, but you know, this is what I was stuck with. Now, basically, it was getting to a point where it was just incredibly dangerous, and the way I survived here, I'm sure you can notice, is there were a group of these boy racers on their souped up scooters and bikes. You can see the blue flashing lights on that bike. It's not a police bike, it's just a scooter that's been souped up. There are like 3 guys on it, and then there was another real shit motorbike with another 3 guys, but both souped up, and both spotted me and started racing me, which was actually very fortunate because the KDX was faster than their bikes, so I could use it to my advantage. So I more or less stuck with them, and they were my light and also my visibility, because I could wedge myself between them for sections and use the guy behind me's headlight to see the road, and the guy in front of me obviously would allow cars to avoid me from turning in, etc. So it was fairly fortunate, but you know, really hazardous, really dodgy and dicey. And this was the last stretch before I got back to the shop. Alright, so I finally made it back to the shop. You have no idea just how elated I was to have made it back alive. You know, I've done all sorts of stupid things in my life growing up. I've been on a whole lot of interesting adventures, and every single time I go on any kind of bike adventure in China, I am taking my life into my own hands every single time. But, you know, this is probably the last time I'm going to attempt to do something this ridiculous. Yeah, we'll see. I actually just went to Hong Kong and I bought myself some really, really good riding gear. For the first time in my life, I actually have sort of top-of-the-line riding gear, and I'm busy prepping for our big trip, which is coming up later in the year. Of course, that'll be our Moriarty's, which we've built ourselves, fully, properly legal, registered, and insured, and all that, and of course, reliable and safe, much safer compared to this pile of trash that I just bought. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to fixing this up so I can go do some off-road, and that's the whole reason I bought this bike, is for, you know, enduro and off-road riding, which I will be putting some videos up if any of you are interested in that sort of thing. That'll be coming up into my channel eventually, you know, in amongst all the other stuff. Anyway, thank you for sticking through with me on this rather perilous ride. It's kind of strange, but the fact that I knew that there would be guys watching this, and, you know, the fact that I was recording it, kind of made me feel as if while I was out there and all that perilous shit, you know, it kind of felt like there were people with me, and really got me through. So thanks, guys. Thanks for being there on this absolutely disgusting, terrifying ride with me, and can't wait to see you in the next video. And until next time, guys, don't do a stupid thing like this, and stay awesome.